The Industrial Revolution was a time period in which there were major changes in agriculture, manufacturing, mining, and transportation. It had a profound effect on the cultural conditions in the United Kingdom. It helped in many ways by increasing production rates and helping the British economy become stable.
From the view of the economist, we believe that the Industrial Revolution improved the quality of life. The Industrial Revolution helped improve the quality of life because it decreased the workers' labor. The new machines increased the amount of products made, so they replaced almost everyone. The only basic jobs left were to control the machines. More products were made in a faster amount of time, rather than when all of the people made them, they took twice the time, and they were not made as good. Which means of production would you rather have? A chair that was made perfect in half of the amount of time, or a chair that was made not perfect and took twice as long to make? The machines did not need to be paid, so they were saving money, whereas the people need to be paid, and it took one machine to do a job that took multiple people to do.
Andrew Ure was born in Glasgow, Scotland in 1778 to a wealthy family. His father owned a cheese factory and wanted him to run it, but he refused. His father was upset with him and took him out of his will. He went to the University of Glasgow to receive his master's and medical degree. After graduation, he served as an army surgeon and later became a professor of chemistry and philosophy. His first book was published, and it was called The Philosophy of Manufacturers. In this book, he claimed that he had written the book so that masters, managers, operatives would follow the straight paths of improvement and hoped that it would prevent them from pursuing dangerous ideas. In one of his books, The New System of Geology, he pointed out the importance of chemistry and physics to the geologist. He also traveled around the factory districts of Britain in 1834. He has always believed that the taste of science elevates the character of men from the drudgery of the lower class people. Andrew Ure wanted to provide factory owners and managers with directions on how to improve their production.
While some people believe that the Industrial Revolution brought about evil, Andrew Ure believed completely different. He thought it did wonders for England and any evil was brought about by man. He thought the new machines in the factories would require less workers while producing more product. He believed that the entire point of the factory system was to replace hand skill with machine production so that no one person had to overexert themselves. He knew before the machines were used, artisans had to do all the work, and the labor was expensive and kept Britain's economy from growing. Replacing the men with machines would mean less people, less money spent, and more money for the British economy to grow.
Samuel Smiles was born in 1812 to a Scottish shoekeeper who became famous for his message on thriftiness, hard work, self-reliance, and individualism. He believed that the function of the government is negative and restrictive, opposed to a positive and active government. He thought that the laws could not make people do what they did not want to do. He didn't think it could make the idle man industrious, the thriftless provident, or the drunken sober. But he believed through one's own free will and natural goodness that they would do it themselves. There are many different views on the Industrial Revolution. There were positive views and there were negative views. But whose views were heard and considered? The kids that worked in the factories thought the Industrial Revolution was a horrible time. They thought they should have time to get an education and play, but they say they were forced to work. They also said that people in the factories were overworked, not well fed, were not treated with respect, and that many children had many health problems. But my view on the factory and the revolution was completely different. I saw that no kids were worked too hard. I saw everyone being well fed, treated well, and if one did not want to work, they did not have to.